Hello again, friends and loyal WulffPack members. Chaos here with the mighty Ducky, and welcome back to Zero to Hero, the series where we go from space crap-out pilot to hopefully one day God amongst the stars. Right now, what we are trying to do is unlock Marco Qwent. It's a bit slow going because unlocking Marco Qwent is one of the hardest things you're going to do in Elite, at least when it comes to the engineers. First of all, you need to get allied with Sirius Corporation to get access to the Sirius system. Then you've got to do a mission to get access to Marco Qwent, and then you have to go and get 25 modular terminals for your one-time buyout. Now, thankfully, the modular terminals we have stored with another WulffPack member, so we don't have to worry about that. But we still have to go and become allied with Sirius, and that's what we're currently trying to do. And in order to do this, we are going to be doing some missions. What we've done is we have... Let's accept that one. These data courier missions are always nice to do. But we've gone and re-outfitted our Type 6, the DuckDuckGo, for being a general mission runner. We've got some cargo space, we've got passenger cabins, we've even got an SRV. And right now, looks like we've got some interesting missions that we can go and do. I mean, look at this. Dusty Diaz. Transport CEO to have a look at some lava spouts. Yep, sure, and they are paying... How much are they paying again? Little over 2 million, so we're definitely going to go and have those. Now, they have to be in a first-class cabin, so yes, we'll put you in there. And we do also have this one that we could theoretically go and do as well. We can put them into an economy cabin. Question is how many systems do they want to go to? They've got a single destination, so that's good. So you know what? Let's actually go and put them in as well. So that's 4 missions, and we've got a bunch of things to do. So let's go and have a look at the galaxy map. There we go. These two, I believe, are where we are dropping off the data. So we can leave those for the moment. And where are all of the others? We've got one up here and we've got one down here. Let's go for this one first. And let's first of all plot our route there, but I don't know if this is the system. No. Yeah, good. We will get told where we need to go after we get there. Now, the reason I'm doing this one first is because it's entirely possible that after we check out the beacon that we need to look at in that system, we might end up being sent to a system we're going to anyway. Because that's entirely possible. Or it might be that we're in the complete opposite end of this particular region of space. Right, we have 3 jumps to there because what we've gone and done is we've hijacked the frameshift drive out of... Here we go. Out of the Furtherlands. And we've got a grade 5 increased FSD range on there, which was virtually maxed out. It's about 51 to 52% increase to the optimal mass, which is awesome, which is giving us, actually, let's have a look, a 35.55 light year jump range, which is spectacular. The 37 is when we're low on fuel, but can still make one full jump. What I am currently hoping is that these VIP guests that we've got on board our little Type 6 aren't going to go and ask us for cargo. We have got a more than enough cargo capacity. We've got 32 tons of cargo space. But that's just in case we need it for running missions. We can also theoretically do some rare trading to the systems. There's a lot of stuff we can do. I mean, it's entirely possible we could run over to the system where we were to pick up those soon-till relics. We can pick those up, and then we can sell them to the Procyon, to the dock controlled by the Sirius Corporation, and potentially get some reputation that way. I mean, that's entirely possible. We may have to try that in a later episode, or maybe this episode if we get time. But with all the missions that we've got going at the moment, I don't think we're going to have time to do it. But what we can do is go and fire off the discovery scanner in all the systems that we're jumping through, because at least this way we are going to be getting some exploration data, which we can also go and sell to the Sirius Corporation, which will go and increase our reputation with them, which is what we want, because we want to get as high rep with them as possible until we get to allied rank with them. As soon as that happens, we'll have the ability to pick up the Sirius permit, and then from there we will be able to pick up even the mission to get access to Marco Qwent, which is what we need. Oh, wrong one. Okay, we need to go and find out where we're going. And it's Planet 7. There we are. And it's over 1,000 light seconds away, so we're not going to be able to see the Vista beacon from this distance. And I've just spotted that it looks like I was AFK on a landing pad. I do apologise there, Commander. Didn't realise you were there. I forgot I was AFK in open play. Ooh, bad chaos. Bad. I should really log off. But I was going, and this is actually my second attempt at recording this episode of Zero to Hero. I was recording for an hour and a half, and when I got to the end, finished recording, went to stop my OBS from recording, only to realise it wasn't recording. I'd been talking to myself for an hour and a half recording on Audacity, but no OBS. So there was me talking to myself, but no video to go with it. So this is take 2. Oh, glorious. And ever the professional that I am. Now, I could have used a Dolphin to run these kinds of missions. The only problem is the Dolphin isn't quite as good at just being a general mission runner as the Type 6, because there's more internals and unrestricted internals on the Type 6 than there is the Dolphin. I checked, with the Dolphin you could get about 76 tons of cargo on board if you used it as a dedicated trader, whereas with this we can get about 104 maybe. Not that we're using that much, it's just the amount of internals and the size of internals that you've got. We're just using the cargo tonnage as a base idea. Well, here we go, we've got the Vista beacon, and as soon as we get in there we can scan the Vista beacon and then be on our way. Hopefully when we get redirected after scanning this beacon, we'll be sent somewhere much closer to one of our other destinations. But it's not a problem if we don't, because with the jump range of 35.5 light years, we can pretty much go wherever we want. Now, if we didn't have the frameshift drive borrowed from our Ferdinands, we'd have a jump range of around about 21 light years, give or take a little bit. But there we go. Now we can drop in. There is our beacon. There we go. And what does this say? Okay. Please take me back. Oh, right. That's it? Alright, fair enough. Didn't realise that was it. The ice caps on this planet are most impressive. Okay, that's it. Righty, okie dokie. So didn't realise that was the one that was just one thing to go and do. But what we'll do is we'll jump over up to this system here, which is the other guy that's going to be sending us around the universe. So I'm not going to bother looking into the system map just yet, because I know I'm not going to have the information of where to go. And again, on the way to our next destination, as we scoop, we're going to throw off a ping, because then we can use this data to, again, sell to Sirius to get our rep up even higher. The data itself is not going to be worth all that much, because all we're doing is setting off a ping and then just going to be getting general information about a system map. Like, that's it. Everything's going to be unexplored. But it's better than nothing. And we got 49 astronomical objects in this system. I guess a lot of them may potentially be asteroid clusters. Yeah, we do have a bunch there, but there is a lot. Oh, look. We've actually got a station here as well, but everything here is going to have been discovered by another commander. Wow, quite a few actually. There's a lot of stuff in this system. That is kind of cool. Alrighty, but we're one jump out from our next destination. And the main reason I do have a advanced discovery scanner is sometimes when you are sent out on these multi-stop passenger missions, you'll sometimes be sent out to a system that is completely uninhabited, no people in there whatsoever, and there's not even a nav beacon, so you can't scan it. You've got no data on board about the system, so you can't see anything. Okay, so we've got the mission critical message. We're not going to bother looking at it because it's going to tell us where we got to go anyway. That's within 1,000 light seconds, so we should... There we go. Ice geysers. Okay, so they are going to be on a planetary surface. Yep, that's a thought. Let's quickly fill up our fuel tank first. There we go, and then we'll be on our way. You know what? I'm sitting here as we are working to unlock Marco Qwent in order to go and unlock Professor Palin. But it strikes me right now that in order to unlock Professor Palin, we're going to have to have gone and travelled 5,000 light years from our starter system in order to go and do this. What I'm thinking, potentially, is we may want to put together a little exploration vessel for Ducky and potentially go and head over to Planet Bob, because it's been a while since we've been there. Then again, I'm pretty sure that, because Planet Bob's about 8,000 light years out there, and I'm pretty sure that Ducky can find something a little bit closer to home. So I'm wondering, where should we go? I mean, theoretically... Actually, no, I'm about to say, theoretically we could always go out to Palin, but that's only 500 light years out. Here's your chance, guys. Write something in the comments. Let me know where I could go. That's about 5,000 light years from the bubble. That would help me go and unlock Palin. And that's something that Ducky will have to go and do. But for right now, all I need to worry about is getting these passengers to where they want to go and keep them happy. And this planet has ice geysers. So I'm going to be rather curious to see whether they're going to be active by the time we get there. Because they aren't always. I'll tell you what, I really like the look of this. We've got a crater within a crater. I really do like that. That's kind of cool. Here we go. We're dropping in. We can now scan the tourist beacon, which is all we really need to do. We don't even need to get up close to it. As soon as the scan finishes, we could literally just run off. There we go. See? Our guys would be happy as it is. But look, they are actually active. There they are. Look at them. They do look spectacular. Now, how many of these are there? It looks like there's actually quite a few of them. Whoa! Yeah, let's fly through a couple of them then and be on our way. Steam cleaning the ship. And there we go. Right, so where is our next destination? Righty, so we're back all the way back down there again. So HR7221. Alright. Again, there's no point going and looking in the system map because we won't know where we want to go until we get there. And naturally, it is on the opposing side of the planet is our jump point. So what we need to do is get into Supercruise, get a sufficient distance away from the planet. Actually, or is it? It might not even be. That might just have been what we were looking at. So let's bring up our destination. It is in fact behind us. So we are going to have to go get into full supercruise, so get out of orbital cruise and just get out the gravity well, come about and get to where we're going. So now we are out of orbital cruise, but yes, there we go. We can go and start on our way now. How many jumps is this? 5 jumps. I am so glad we borrowed that FSD. Otherwise, this would be more like 9 jumps and I'd be going crazy. But 5 it is. Was it? Yeah, 5. Awesome. Really happy now. Now, I suppose, in lieu of having to go out and explore after, well, at least just travel in a straight line, 5,000 light years away from our starter system. At least that's what I think it is. Let me double check. Okay, so the meeting requirements for Professor Palin. It says attain a maximum distance from your career start location at least 5,000 light years. So yes, we do have to go about 5,000 light years outside of the bubble. Right, okay, so that's not going to be that difficult. We've just got to ascertain where we want to go, and not only that, but what ship are we going to use. Right now, Commander Mel Reynolds is flying around in a hauler, so we're not going to do that. I mean, we could even engineer a hauler and just see how far we could get it to jump. Either that, or we could go and pick up like a Diamondback Explorer, we could pick up an Asp Explorer. We can't afford an Anaconda, at least I don't think we can. The question is, how much money do we have right now? Balance. Yeah, we can't afford an Anaconda just yet. Not that we could fit it up, not that we could outfit it for exploration anyway. So yeah. What do we want to go exploring? We could go exploring in a Dolphin, I suppose. Because a Dolphin would make a very interesting little exploration craft. Because looking at Coriolis, we could theoretically get... we can get a Dolphin unengineered with a 28.04 light year jump range. Now, ignore the fact... No, as always, ignore the fact that it says it has a max jump range. This is when you're low on fuel. This is not the proper jump range. What you're looking at is the unladen jump range. So, with a little bit of engineered tinkering and the fact that the Dolphin in fact also uses a class 4 frameshift drive, we can again recycle and borrow the frameshift drive out of our third Lance and drop it into the Dolphin. So that could work, and we could end up with a jump range of close to 40 light years. In fact, no, we could probably end up with a jump range of over 40 light years. We could also potentially have... yeah, we could also have an SRV as well. So there's a lot of things we can do. But again, let's go and scan this system whilst we're on the way. So we're one jump out from our destination. But we don't spot anything else in this system. Oh well, more's the pity. But we are going to be having some data to sell. I mean, yes, looking at EDDB with just using the frameshift drive that we have in this ship at the moment, we could get around about 42 light years worth of jump range out of that ship with a class... actually no, we could even have even more than that, because I've just noticed that this thing has a passenger cabin on board. So if we empty that out, that's going to put us up to, holy crud, 46.9 light years. That's insane. Now, question. We are going here, so it's going to be... oh, lava spouts. Ooh, again, down onto a planetary surface. And hopefully, we're going to be able to see these active. That is going to be awesome if we can, in fact, do that. Now, hopefully, the passenger that we've got on board that we've completed the mission for is not going to be too upset that we're taking a detour looking at these other things. And then we can, on the way back, we can go and drop off these 2 data crystals. Oh, better slow down. But then again, thinking about it, we don't even need to potentially pick a destination. We might be able to find a long-range passenger mission that goes around about 5,000 light years, maybe a little bit more. Because that will also go and give us more money on top of it. So we may want to go and do that instead of just picking a random destination. This is definitely something I'm going to have to look into once we get allied with Sirius. Or at least until we go and unlock Marco Qwent. So there we can see our target destination from orbit. Although technically this isn't true orbit, because I don't think gravity's having that much of an effect on us, considering we're in supercruise. But as soon as we get down there, I'm curious as to what the gravity of this planet's going to be. I'm hoping it's not more than 1G, because we haven't really got that stronger thrusters on this ship right now. Alright, it's already over a G. It's already picking up to at least 1.4. It's going to be about 1.5, 1.6. Oh, whoa, more than that. Maybe 2 Gs by the time we get there. So I think we might want to be careful when we get down here.
Orbital flight engaged.
There we go, we're finally into orbital flight. And wow, we're over 2 Gs already. Ooh, oh, holy crud. This is going to be interesting. I think we'll be fine as long as we don't push this too hard. Because we have only got D-rated thrusters, and I'm pretty sure they're one class smaller than they should be. Having a quick look. No, they are the same class that we have. We have got 4D thrusters, and we can fit up to 4As. So it's not as bad as I thought it was going to be, but we're getting close to 3 Gs now. But hopefully it's not going to be too much of an issue, because we are a fairly lightweight craft, despite having 2 passenger cabins on board, one being 20 tons and one being 10 tons in weight. But we are going to be dropping out of orbital cruise any second now. You can hear it coming. There we go. Hopefully by the time we get down there, I mean look, we're 2.5 Gs already, pretty much, all but the kicking and screaming. We should drop out right now. There is our beacon. Well, let's slow this down a touch.
Mission objective complete.
Alright, let's try and set this so we're not going down too fast. So we'll slow our descent. And, oh look, they are actually active. We'll go down very, very slowly. And we're already getting the gravity. There we go. Just to put our rear thrusters down towards the surface to slow us down. And look at them. They do look awesome. Even from this distance. Let's try and get a bit closer to this one. This one looks like it may be picking up a bit. Now, this one I'm not going to go and fly through. That is spectacular. Now, there are more than just that one, but this one seems to be the most interesting one so far. I know I said I wasn't going to fly through, but that was a little bit of an accident. But yes, now we need to start moving on to our next area. And where is that? It's certainly not here. Looks like that might have been it, although I just accidentally clicked on something I shouldn't have done. So what have we got? We have... yeah, looks like we've got both of the missions to hand straight back in here. Alrighty. Because I don't see anything else around. No, I don't. So that would appear that that's the last of them. So let's go and plot a route here. And whilst we're doing that, let's check, double check. You have been most hospitable on this journey. Please take me back. Yes, perfect. So that is correct. So let's get going back, hand in these data crystals, and then allow these passengers off our ship and pick up the sweet rewards. And hopefully Doing all this will have given us some appreciable increase to our rep with Sirius Corp. Which is exactly what we're doing this for, because we just really want to get access to Marco Qwent. Not that we really want anything to do with him per se. The only really useful thing that he does is modifies power plants up to grade 4. Now you can go up to grade 5, but the engineer that goes up to grade 5 is a good jaunt out from the central bubble. And it's usually easier just to go to Marco Qwent. And here we go, first of our 2 data crystal destinations. Now, it's not very far away from its parent body. In fact, it was only about 20 light seconds. So, that's probably got to be fairly warm. At least, the external part of the station must be fairly warm. Then again, there are certain stations that are a lot closer. I've heard tell of ones that are as close as 7 light seconds. Maybe less from their orbiting star. And if that's the case, I'm really curious as to why the hell they're not melting out in space. But thinking about it now, well, I'm going off on a tangent again, but thinking back to unlocking Palin, I do think that Ducky's going to have to go and get back the dolphin. Really, because this is going to be a great little ship for going out exploring in. And going out exploring in style. Because I know Mel's out exploring, but Ducky needs to do this just to unlock Palin, which is what we're after. So it's only going to be a very short, long-range mission. That'll be about it. Now, note to self, this is open, so I need to be somewhat careful about my speed. Now, I don't see any other players around. But even so, let's keep our speed under 100 meters per second, just because I don't want to risk it. There we go. And the thing is, 100 meters per second feels really slow when you're so used to just bombing it around as fast as you can. Landing gear out. Now, hopefully, docking here is not going to antagonize our passengers. We've done everything they asked us to, taken them exactly where they wanted to go, so we shouldn't have any issues. All we're doing is dropping off some crystals and then jumping out. And here we go, there go the crystals. And we are launching again. Just need to go to the next system, to the grommet system. And, oh boy. Yeah, okay, we're not doing that. Not yet. We'll do that after. Because that's going to take us a long time to get there, and I don't want to risk annoying these guys. So let's take them straight back to the dock, and then we'll go and deliver the last bunch of crystals off camera. And there's the station. So all we need to do now is drop off our 2 passengers. Request docking, awesome. Now this is where I was AFK on the pad. So let's not do that again. What we need to do is just get on board, drop off our passengers and head off to the next system. Here we go, we're coming in from the opposing side.
Landing gear not deployed.
Yes, I know the landing gear is not deployed. We were just flipping the ship around. And we're very close to the floor whilst doing that. That was probably a very, very dangerous manoeuvre. Probably something not sanctioned by the Pilots Federation. And there we go. Here we are. Now we're going to passenger lounge and dropping off both our happy campers. First one, let's go and see what we get. 2 million, well, a little over 2 million from that and some irregular emissions data. That's awesome. And the next guy. What do we got here? 1.3 million and modular terminals. Now, we could use those for Marco Qwent, but we already have most. We'll keep them around for now and see what happens. And apparently we don't have access to these ones now because we need 8 first-class cabins. We could go and fit them, but there's not much of a point to it. We don't get hybrid capacitors. Hybrid capacitors are useful, but we're not going to worry about them. But yes, now do we have any more missions that we can take to different systems? Any more data? Expansion data? Yeah, we'll take that one. More expansion data, we'll take that one, because all of these expansion datas are 2 pluses into the rep. We could go and liberate hostages. I really don't want to do that. We could get some trade salvage data, but that's only 1 plus. I want to go for at least ones that have 2 pluses into rep. Now here, we've only got either 3s or 1s into rep. So, no, oh, there we go. There's one that's 2. But this is a chain mission. And I'm not quite sure I want to try that yet. If that's still here by the next time we come in and do some more work with Ducky, then we'll take that one. But anyway, that's going to be it for this video. I do hope you guys have enjoyed it. Like the video if you've liked it, dislike it if you didn't. Neither of those good enough for you. That's what the comments are for. You can also come and join us. You can also come and join that community on Facebook or Anara. Links are going to be in the video description. I've been Commander Chaos Wolf from Sci-Fi Gaming. You guys, as always, have been epic. I will see you soon. And until next time, my fellow commanders, keep flying and stay shiny.